Hey guys, Cartoon Central here today, back again with another video. Uh, Today's video, we're talking about YouTubers. There's some YouTubers who I just hate. There's the people who do. Alright, before I start this video, if you hear that I stuttered or messed up a word, it's because I got a retainer in. They're Invisalign, so if you don't see them, that's why. But so if I stutter, sorry. I'll repeat the sentence if I hear it. But so fake YouTubers, the people who do YouTube videos about wait, one second. Yeah, it's recording. Just making sure. The people who do YouTube videos about, I would say, homeless people. For example, homeless people. So in New York City, yeah, there's a lot of them, and there's these people who go around and do. They're saying New York City social experiment on homeless. And it's rude. They put a kid, because kids can't get a job if they're like 12, 13 years old, and let's say their parents have died, and they're out there, and that's actually a real thing. They can't get a job, so people will give them money. They put them right next to a real homeless person who's actually homeless, and other people treat the older person like trash, the younger person getting so much money. And then you don't need a camera to do something good. And what are they doing? Let's see. Like a cop. If I can find the video, I'll put in the link below. The cop went up to the homeless guy and said, this kid can't even get a fucking job, and then slapped the homeless guy in the head. That is just horrible. That the whole reason the guy got slapped in the head was because they were shooting a video with the kid in it, and the cop gave the kid money. That's the whole reason the homeless person got slapped. The cop wouldn't slap the homeless person if there's no kid. So it's all their fault. Another thing is, there's this person called Josh Perlin. He did a YouTube video about him giving this homeless person by the highway $100. Wait, really quick. Yeah, $100. And he's like, here you go, man. I'm just feeling super great today. I just want to give you $100. He's not feeling great. It's because he's getting money from YouTube to do the video. And it's probably fake. He just didn't think of a video, and he wanted to get some views. He would probably thinking, oh, I can get a million views, bro. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna see what will happen. He got like 12 million views on that video. And then the weird thing is, he stalked. The homeless person didn't care. He stalked the homeless person, followed him for a couple miles, and just thought, okay, I followed him for a couple miles. What am I gonna do? Should I do anything? He followed him to a liquor store first. Went into a liquor store. He didn't go into a liquor store. He's like, stay right here, man. The guy comes out with a couple bags of food. He's like, alright, we're gonna follow him a little bit more. The homeless man goes to a local park. What does the person there do? He's passing out food. And they do certain edits. They put so many certain parts. What are they called? Certain parts into the video, and some of them were probably all fake. And then at the end they're like, "Yeah, we followed you around, bro." And the homeless guy was first like, "Huh?" He's like, "Oh, that's okay. I wouldn't be okay if someone's following me around. I didn't know who they would be. Why they're following me and stuff." So yeah. And what else would they do? He was fine with it. Gave him $100 more. The next video he posts is helping a homeless person. I think it's called Helping Homeless Person Part 2. And he's like, we're gonna get you a GoFundMe page. Raise about $171,000 for him. That's a lot of money. That's probably like not a couple months, like 8 months of worth of YouTube for him. And a couple, like I would say, they said 4 weeks later, once the GoFundMe page was done, a couple days before it was done, he died. A couple days before the GoFundMe page died, he died in an alley in Los Angeles. And now he's not getting sued because they think they poisoned him. He had so much money. He was an alcoholic, and they gave him so much money. He got so much alcohol. He died from alcohol poison, and that's horrible. And shit, this is still happening. I got like a couple more minutes, so that's horrible. And I don't think that should have happened at all. And I think they should have put him in rehab first, and then gave him his home. And they're like, all right, well, we can't put the money straight into your bank account yet because you say you don't have a license or any ID on you. So we're going to have to wait. And they waited a couple weeks. I would say it takes 2 weeks the most. It took about a month. It was a couple of days after he died, they got his stuff. And I think Josh Perlin poisoned him to death because he needed money. He's like, okay, well, I gave him $200 out of my own pocket, and now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna poison him to death, and now I have $171 million, not million, $171,000 in my pocket, and I'm gonna do everything I want with the money. There's a video, homeless man acts or something. That was the channel, and they're talking. Still recording? Yep. They're talking about. They asked him, and I have nothing against this YouTuber Roman Atwood. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. And Brittany Smith, I had nothing against them. But, like, on my side, they were total jackasses right in front of the camera. When they're not vlogging, it looked like they're just total jackasses. But he was asking him questions saying, when are you going to post this, huh? When are you posting that video? And he had no comment. And he was saying, when are you going to put Thomas into a home? No comment at all. Couldn't say one word. And that's horrible. So I think he poisoned him to death. And I have nothing else to say besides people who do social experiments on homeless videos. I think they have nothing else to do. So they're going to take money, give it to them, and then they're going to get more views. And that's my side. You don't need a camera to do something good. I do homeless things all the time. I help out Hope Homeless Shelter in Pontiac. I did a huge donation to them. I didn't use a camera. I did it because I wanted to. I wanted to feel better for the people who didn't have as much stuff. I started a GoFundMe, and I thought I could raise money to help Hope Homeless Shelter, to get more food, more new beds. Technically knew everything, and it didn't work out. I only got $5, but I didn't post it saying, go share this, go do that, go do that. He posted it, got $171,000, and it's probably all on his bank account. And another thing what comes to me is that people do videos can be fake, and then some people do videos that are true. And then he did a video on his mom and his grandma, and he had a whole bunch of money. I'm like, no one can have that, like, I would say 80, 90 grand in a bag. No one can have that much money in a bank account that fast. I mean, like, if you save it up, why would he save it up and take it for a prank and then put it back? It makes no sense. So I think he had that money on purpose, and it showed everybody that he still has money from the homeless thing. And he stole money from everybody, and I think that's a huge thing. And back to what I was saying, I don't use a camera. I do it because I have everything I always wanted. I have a Galaxy Note 5. I have a TV in my room. I can play video games. I have food on my dinner. I have a roof over my head. And then there's other people walking the streets who probably got laid off. Some people did use drugs, but then others got laid off because their job couldn't afford to be paying them. And I think they shouldn't have done that. And all those YouTube videos on social experiments are fake. And I want you to share this video with your friends so they see that people who do these social experiments are fake YouTubers, no good people, shouldn't even be on YouTube anymore. They should give up because they're gonna run out of ideas. There's this channel called Nelk. They do the most stupidest videos to get views. And no one's not gonna follow to you if you're doing farting in front of the cops. No one, never gonna do. That's a stupid video. Getting a job and throwing people's pizza, that's money out of your pocket. But then you're getting more money because you're doing a stupid video. And I don't think people should be doing that. And yeah, that's my thoughts on homeless experiments and how homelessness is getting worse. But then people are getting laid off and they can't have a job. And then they go onto the streets. And in Pontiac, I saw some little kids there at Hope Homeless Shelter and some older people. They were all outside in the cold, all wearing winter jackets and donated clothes. And my neighbor, I'm not going to say her name, gave me about 3 to 4 closets. She said fit a whole closet just from her with clothes of donations went straight to her. She even said she lost a couple $100 in one of the suits that her husband never wore. And I think that's just great. But if someone found it, they would even be more happy. And I got donations because we were having a cold winter and then we had a hot winter. At the same time, we were having a good and bad winter. And if our winter got even better. And they had donations. Next week, I went to this soup kitchen a couple weeks later. Right next to it, there's a soup kitchen called the Baldwin Center in Pontiac, Michigan. I took $30 out of my pocket. I didn't even film it. I just said, I have food. So I went to this grocery store. It was okay. I gotta say that. It was an okay grocery store. I went there and spent $30. I got a lot. And it was about 10 bags. I took food from home. I gave cereal, spaghetti, pasta sauce, a bunch of stuff from home, blankets, and I all gave it to there. This guy came and gave he even said he gave his whole drawers of China tablets, coffee cups, glass, silverware, gave it all to me. Those were like 12 big boxes worth of stuff, and I gave it to them. They had something to eat off of, not some disposable plates, something they can reuse, and it saves them money. And I think that's just great that people care that much. Am I still filming? Yeah. They care that much, and I never need a camera because I feel better when I do that. And you should be ashamed of yourself if you do this, because you have no right to be faking a video because you need money. It's called get a job in life. And I'm 14 years old. I'm still in school. I'm in middle school. I'm going to high school. I do YouTube because I want to. There's these older people who didn't go to college. Roman Atwood didn't go to college. Now he owns a successful factory, and he does YouTube, and he gets so much money. PewDiePie, for example, has 44 million subscribers. He makes $8.3 million a year. All he does is rage quit on a computer screen. There's YouTubers who don't even go to college. There's my parents. They went to college. They came here from a different country at the age of 18 and 19 years old and went to college. My mom worked at a job just so her job could pay her college. Same with my dad. My mom and dad both did that so they can go to college. But other YouTubers can't do that. They were too dumb to go to college. They couldn't afford it. They couldn't afford it. That's what my mom did. She couldn't afford it. She came from a different country across the world, and she went to school. And she went to school, but then a job paid just for working there. This chemical company she worked at paid for her to go to college. My mom is now successful. She's a manager at Chrysler at the assembly plant. Same with my dad. My dad's a manager. They came from different countries, and that's what YouTubers should do. That's my thoughts of a homeless. And that's going to be today's video. I'll see you guys next week, Cartoon Central. See you guys later.